Hello everyone. Recently I have created a video how to prepare for SAS exam in 2025. So a lot of you have asked please create a detailed video on each of the steps because there I have said 4 steps to follow before giving the actual exam. So today we are going to create a detailed video on step 1, that how to give the base SAS practice exam. Okay. So you can see on the screen an Excel sheet, and if you haven't watched the first video how to prepare for SAS exam in 2025, you can see the link I am sharing in the iCards and the video description as well. Go and check that video first. Okay. And then you will find this Excel sheet which you can see on the screen right now. So here is the step 1. SAS certification practice exam, SAS 9.4 base programming performance based exam. So you'll find the link here. We need to just click on the link, and once you will click on the link, so here I have already created the profile. Okay, so directly I was able to redirect this page. If you don't have any profile on the SAS website, you have to first create the profile. Okay, so once you click on the link, it might ask you to create profile or sign in. So if you don't have a profile, create it, and after that you can see they have written about this exam. This exam is for new or experienced SAS user who want to prepare for SAS based programming exam SAS 9. You should be aware of the following differences between the practice exam and certification exam. Now here are some links they have given. You can just open, and what you have to refer from this link, I'll tell you. Now this link is not useful. Let me open the next one. So once you gonna open the second link, SAS certified specialist BSS program using 9.4. So you can see there is a video. Okay. So once you will play this video, this video is little useful. In this video, the team member from SAS company itself, they are explaining that how the SAS certification exam gonna be. That's a small explanation. Okay. And here you can see the exam details. The exam is, administered by SAS. Okay, 40 to 45 multiple choice questions and 135 minutes to complete the exam. So how many minutes you wanna get? And passing score is 725. Okay, out of 1000 points. And this is the code for this exam, A00231. Now we were discussing about practice exam, how you can give the practice exam. Before giving the practice exam or before starting the practice exam, you should able to access the raw data, because you need some raw data, and that is given by SAS only. Access SAS and set up files for practice exam required. Instruction for using SAS virtual lab, instructions for using SAS on demand for academic. So most of the people are using SAS on demand for academic, that is the web version of SAS. So let's open the instructions. So you can see the very first instruction is download the data downloads for SAS on demand for academics zip file. So download the data. Let me close this unnecessary tab. So you can see download data download for SAS on demand for academic. You need to download this data. So let me click on download. So once I have clicked on download, you can see the file got downloaded here. Okay. The next step they are telling, open the zip file and extract it to any location on your computer. Okay. We need to open the zip file because once you have downloaded, it hasn't downloaded the SAS files. It is, zip files. Once you're gonna unzip it, so you're gonna get the files. The unzip process creates folder name base cert. You'll get a folder base cert that includes SAS program _oda.sas. It means once you will unzip the file, this folder will be created. Here is the zip file. Once I have done the double click, I'm hoping the file got unzipped. So once I have done the double click, I can see base cert folder got created and setup base cert _oda.sas, a SAS file got created. And this is what the same written right here. A base cert folder will get created and this file will get created. Okay. After unzipping. The third step is sign in to your SAS on demand for academic dashboard. Okay. So let me open SAS Studio. They are telling here to open SAS Studio. These instructions, please read this carefully. Okay. Just make hurry that after reading some part, you are directly rushing up to the implementation part. Directly you are trying to extract or unzip. Please read it carefully, fully. and then process for that step. Now we have this SAS software open, and let me close the tabs, the programming window which we don't need. Now after opening, what is the next step? At the top of the server files and folder panel, click new and select folder. In the name box, type cert. Okay, we need to create a cert folder in lowercase, exactly as shown. Click save if necessary. Expand files home and verify cert folder was created. So in the files home, you need to create a cert folder in lowercase. So you can see files home is here. In under server files and folder, there is this files home, and under files home, I need to create a new folder named cert. So you can see this cert folder got created, right? Now this is fine. And this is the same they have written. In files home, we need to create a cert folder. Select the cert folder and click upload. But what we need to upload? In the upload files window, click choose files, browse base cert and select setup base as ODA. Okay, the file you have downloaded, right? So this folder, we have downloaded a file, data file, and we have unzipped it. And after unzipping, this folder got created and we got this file, right? So this file you need to upload that in the cert folder in SAS. I'll go on the cert folder. I'll click on upload files, choose files, and under base cert, I have this file, setup base cert underscore oda.sas. I'm clicking on open and then upload, and we got this file. Okay, what is the next step? If necessary, expand the cert folder and then double click setup base cert oda.sas to open the program in SAS Studio. So we need to double click on this file. Let me double click. Okay, we got all this code. Now what we need to do is click run or press F3 to run the program. F3 is used to, if you run entire code, which is in the coding window, then you can use F3 or you can click directly on the run symbol. It will automatically run all the codes. First, let's run this, or then we're going to see the next point. Okay, after running this, we are getting something in the result window. But let's go to the instruction once again. So this program create all the SAS file and data you need for this course. Means for giving this practice exam, you need some folder and data sets. So they are telling after running this code, it will automatically create data sets and folder. After the program runs, a list of SAS table is displayed, result tab. Okay. In the server files and folder panel, you should have 4 subfolder in the cert folder. They are telling we should have 4 subfolder in the cert folder. Okay, where is the cert folder? Let me check. Here it is. Here is the cert folder. So they are telling we should have 4 subfolder. The name is error, input, output and program. Cert folder, we are getting 4 subfolder. Error, input, output and program. Okay, successfully got created. The output and the program folder will be used to save program and result during the practice exam. Okay, the output and program folder will be used to save the program, to save the codes. That is fine. Okay, here is not the instruction now. After the instructions are done, now once you have implemented all the instructions, how many points are there? You need to ensure this 10 points you have followed thoroughly. And if you at any point of time, if you get any question, please ask me in the comments. I'll surely give you the answer. Now we have followed these points. We got the raw data imported into SAS Studio. Okay, we got all the required files. Then you need to click here. On the practice exam, you can see SAS Certified Specialist Practice Exam Base Program using SAS 9.4 PE 231P. So you need to click here. For me, I have given this exam multiple times because, in each of my session, I used to show this to the student. Now continue your test. If you're thinking why the scores are less, the simple reason is because I don't used to solve all the questions, just show them that how you can give this test. Okay, continue your attempt. For me, it's coming. For you, it will begin from beginning only. So it's coming directly from the first, second, third, fourth. So you should click on the beginning. For you, it will come from the beginning. For me, it's coming from where I have left. The last time I have visited this exam. So if I have attended the 12th question or wherever I was, it is continuing from there. So they are giving some instruction. This I means instructions. Okay. The practice exam is intended to help you prepare for SAS 9.4 base programming performance base exam. They are simply telling you this exam is there to prepare you for original base SAS exam. And the best part is this base SAS exam preparation material and this test is created by SAS company itself. So this is one of the most authentic source you can think about. The exam is constructed to test the same knowledge and skill as the certification. Okay, you got the point. All the topics are very similar, weighted between the two exams. You must have access to SAS software and able to, so they are simply telling you should have either the SAS software, either the SAS on demand for academic, which is SAS Studio. So you should have any of this SAS software access so that you can load the data and give the exam. Here are the difference between the practice exam and actual certification exam. So guys, you should read all this. I'm not reading all this. Okay, I'll directly come to the point. Here are something important for you, that is there are 8 programming projects. Within this practice exam, there will be 8 programming projects, 20 questions to start the exam, each worth 2 to 3 points. Then there are 22 regular exam questions that do not require the lab, each worth 1 point. Now let's move to next page. So again, they have given some instruction. The cert and result SAS libraries are used for project in this exam. All the input data set are stored in the cert input folder. Input data set means the data you need to call. You must create a library reference named cert to refer this directory. It means we need to create a cert library with the name cert so that we can access the input files, the raw data you need. This folder contain multiple files, right, which you wanna use. I'm just checking where we need to create the program window. So interim data set will be used in program, can be stored either in result library or in work library. Okay, so all the final output data set will be stored in the output data set and it will go to result library. Okay, let's create first 2 libraries. It's making little confusion. Let's move to the next page. This project will use data cert.input04 from cert library. Need to call input04 data. At any time, you might save your program at program 04 in the cert programs. Okay, we need to save our program in the program folder. So here I need to create a new SAS file and the file name I should give program 04 and it should go to the cert and program folder. Okay. So I was looking for like where I should create this coding window or program folder, where program file where I should keep in which folder. So they have told in the cert folder there is a program folder. There I need to create a file program 04. I have created, and this project will use the data cert input 04. You can see in the previous step, that they have told all the input data set are stored in cert input folder. In cert folder there is an input folder, there all the input data set are there, and you must create a library reference named cert. So we need to create a library named cert. Let me write libname first, cert, and then give the path, this input. Okay, libref cert was successfully assigned. Now let's go and check 2 libraries. We are getting all the data set, input data set from the cert library. All the final output data set, the data set you gonna create final data set will be stored in cert output data set. And you must create a library reference name results. You need to create a library name with the name result. This result library we are creating for output folder. This path we need to take. Let me run this library as well. Where was the library? Results, right? Here it is. So it's empty because we haven't stored any data as of now. Let's move to the next page. And again, you can read these instructions as well. They are simply telling that if you are using SAS on demand for academic, where you should create the folders and files, and SAS virtual lab, and in here they are explaining in general. Okay, and if you own a SAS software, then where you should create. Now this is your first question. Now this is going to be very interesting. This project will use the data set cert.input04 at any time. Means from cert library you need to call input04 data. From cert library, this is an input04, the first data set. At any time you may save your program 04 in the cert program folder. Already we have saved our program 04 in the program folder. Write a SAS program that will create a SAS data set result.output. Means you need to create a data set output 04 and that should be stored in the library result. My data name should be output 04. and in which library it should be stored. If you don't give the library name, by default it will go in the work library, or to store in the result library, which we have created here, result.output04. Which data they were telling us to call? From cert library we need to call input04 data. Okay, so we're gonna call cert.input04. Fine. And what task they are telling you to perform, guys? In this program, complete the following mathematical actions in the following order. The first action is you need to perform round var1 and var2 to the nearest integer value. It seems var1 and var2 in the input04 data set, these are two variables which are having decimal, digit and decimal, numeric variables, and we need to round them. So you can open your data set and check as well. See, var1 and var2, right, from input04, this is var1 and var2. You need to round both the variables. So let's create new variable. var1 r means round, and we'll give the round function. So the rounded value we're going to store in new variable var2. Let's check our values got rounded or not. This is the raw variable and this is the new one, rounded one. So var1 value was 791.563. So after rounding it becomes 792. Fine, it's correct. And var2 first value was 992. So here the rounded value is 936. That is very correct. We have successfully performed this first task. We have rounded the var1 and var2 to the nearest integer value. And here they haven't told that we need to store in a new variable, but eventually we have stored in a new variable. Okay, that is totally fine. You can say this is in step 1 of the question. Okay, this is also fine. And then they are telling multiply the rounded. You can write this directly in the coding window. Step 1 and we can comment this. Eventually we should not write this, but this will give you the clarity. So the question was you need to round the var1 and var2 variable to the nearest integer value. So you have rounded and stored in a new variable. Step 2. Multiply the rounded var1 by rounded var2 and assign it to new variable var3. It means you need to create a new variable var3. var3 equal to, we need to multiply var1 and var2, the rounded value. I'll use the latest variable var1 underscore r multiply by var2 underscore r. Let's keep some spaces. It looks good. So this is the solution for the second step of the question. What is the final? Let's keep in the coding window so it will become very easy to understand. But yeah, in real time we should not do like this. I'm just writing to explain you. Step 3. While practicing you can solve like this. If you feel that switching windows, like you're going from this coding window to this practice exam window, it is taking more time. This is fine while you are practicing, not in the real exam. Yeah, but comments are fine. Comment you can do anywhere. So the third question is add var12 through var19, 8 variables. You need to do addition of 8 variables from var12 to var19. Okay, these variables are in input04 dataset. Together, ignoring missing values. You need to use sum function because sum function is able to ignore missing value. And assign the new sum to var20. It means you need to create a new variable var20 and you need to sum up from var12 variable to var19. Total 8 variable you need to sum. So how you can sum 8 variables? You can simply write sum of var then hyphen var 19. You can simply give the range, guys. Sum of var12 to var19. So it seems we have successfully, gone through all the 3 steps. At the end, what they are telling, run the program and use the result to answer the next 2 questions. Okay, this was the task they have told. We could write task here. It looks more good. Task 1, task 2, task 3. And then they are telling us to run this code. Everything is fine. Till now, they have given us the task. Now they are asking the actual question. For observation number 16, what is the value of var3? Enter your numeric answer in the space below. Observation number 16, what is the value of var3? Let's select var3 only. And observation number 16. This is the value. For WAR3 variable, observation number 16 is having the value 80136. So they are telling us to write the value. I have simply copy pasted. You can move to the next page. Now the next question is for observation number 16, what is the value of WAR20? So WAR20 variable is having what value at observation number 16? And enter your numeric answer in the space below. Round your answer to the nearest whole number. So WAR20 will have, it seems, answers with decimal. So you need to round them. Let's check the WAR20 variable. Yes, we are getting the answer in decimal. So we need to round them and then give the value. So we can use round function here. So it will round the value. Now we'll get WAR20 with rounded value. Let's select WAR20. Yeah. So we wanted the value for observation number 16. Okay, 3175. 3175. Now let's move to the next page. Now it seems to be, a next project. Again, they are giving you some task. Again, they are telling you to, call an input 08A data set from sort library and 88B. I need to save your program as program 08 in the program folder. Both the dataset contain a common numeric variable ID, and now they are telling you the task. Combine the dataset. You need to use merge. So guys, this is how you need to. First, they will give you this I are nothing but whenever I is there, here you can see in the right hand side in the quiz navigation, these are questions. These are I ones are task, and then exactly the question is. So likewise, you're gonna get many questions. Okay. Once you complete each of this question, you'll get many other questions. So first project was having only 2 questions. Second project was having 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the third project. So likewise, you're gonna get many projects. The best part of this is, if you give this practice exam, it will not only help you to crack the base SAS exam, as this video I'm making just for explanation purpose. If I'm gonna solve all these questions, it will take a lot of time to explain you, not to solve the questions. Okay, so I'm not explaining all the questions, but let me tell you one more thing. Let's suppose you are unable to solve the questions and you are not getting the answer. So you can go to finish attempt, and it is telling you how many answers you have given. Like 2 answers I have given, so it have saved, and after that I haven't attended any questions, so I haven't given any answer. So it is asking me to return to attempt, means again I want to continue the exam, or submit all and finish. I want to finish. I have answered 2 questions only. I'm clicking on submit all and finish. So you can see the 2 answers we have given, that is correct. Rest other are coming as red mark because we haven't attended those questions. So let's suppose if you don't know the answer, you can directly go to the question and it's gonna show you the explanation with the answer. You can see it's coming wrong because we haven't answered the question, and here is the code for the right answer. What should be the code to get the right answer? So you're gonna get the solution as well. And here are the questions for which we have successfully given right answer. So here is the code. And again guys, a lot of you might have a question, sir, that the code you have written, that is lengthy code. We could have solved in an easy way as well. Yes guys, there are many ways to solve the same question. For an example, creating new variable for rounding the values, we could have directly rounded the variable here itself like this. Directly round and multiply. And then you could have used some function and at the end round. So you can reduce the number of steps we have done to solve the questions. It can be done even in less steps. Ultimately, the main agenda is to get the right answer. So if you are able to write nested code, means multiple code together, the round function and sum function together, so you can do in 2 or 3 steps as well, 2 or 3 lines as well. But if you don't feel comfortable, go in multiple steps, so your code will be neat and clean, so you can rectify the issue or understand your own code. It's totally upon you. So guys, I hope you all got this clarity about the value of practice exam. This not only gonna help you to crack the base SAS exam, but this gonna help you to be ready for any interview, because after solving these questions you're gonna get a lot of confidence. You can see the Excel sheet. This was the first step, like giving the base SAS practice exam. in the preparation part. Overall, for preparation of base SAS exam, I have shared here 4 steps. So in the 4 steps, this was the first step only. In the coming videos, we're going to discuss step 2, then step 3, and then step 4. If you follow these 4 steps, you're not only going to crack the base SAS exam successfully. If you're if you're successfully following these steps, 100%, anyone can 100% crack the base SAS exam without any support. No extra guidance is needed. Second thing, you can not only crack the base SAS exam, you can crack any of the MNC interview. Okay, if it is on the basis of SAS, you can crack any of the MNC's interview if you prepare all these things. Now, that's all for today, guys. Thank you everyone, and bye bye everyone.